copyright notices. If you wish to read, pause the video. The original videos are linked in the description down below. Enjoy. Alright then, so in this one what you're going to see is the interaction with a security guard who doesn't actually understand the law. And he approaches, in my opinion, a well-spoken gentleman, which is very polite and courteous towards the security guard, but the security guard's attitude back to him was not. We'll get straight into it and we'll just break it down.
Sorry, no. What do you mean I'm not allowed to do what? Do you think that's
private property?
Okay, but do you think that's a way to approach somebody?
No. I had to shout quickly so you'll realize.
Okay, you do realize.
I don't mean to shout on you.
Okay, but you do realize this is a public space, so therefore I can take photos.
This is a private.
Yes, but this is
from here.
This is publicly accessible, so therefore I can take photographs of it.
Not photos of the private.
Yes, you
property.
can.
You're not allowed to.
Yes, you are.
Boss, I've been working here 10 years. This is the rules.
I've been doing this for over 20 years. If you are allowed to take photographs in a public space.
So as we established, Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, which we established in yesterday's video, gives you the right of expression, which means in public you can express yourself regardless. Well, to an extent, obviously, you can't just run about naked and stuff like that, but with cameras, you can express your freedoms with a camera to photograph whatever you like. The fact that it's on a public street doesn't mean that it cannot record or take photos of inside of that building. If it can be seen from a public street or publicly accessible area, it is free to have photos taken of it.
Yeah, receive. I don't mean to be rude on you, but you're not allowed to take pictures.
Yes, I am. From here, it's a public space.
Do you know this is for security purpose anyway?
Okay, so that's security
There have
purposes.
been
That's not the
incidents.
law. The law states that I can photograph
Of the public place, yeah, that's
yes.
fine. But not this building.
Yes,
that's
you
what I'm
can.
saying.
Yes, you can. This building isn't exempt.
See, I'm talking to you politely. I know.
No, you
I don't mean
didn't
to be
exactly
rude.
start
Yeah,
off,
but because
did
you were taking pictures already, I needed you to hear me. That's why.
But the thing
okay,
is,
okay, for that, I'm
you're
sorry.
trying to instruct me on doing
I'm not
something.
instructing you. You're not allowed.
You just said I can't do something which I legally can.
You can't take pictures of the loading bay, brother.
Yes, I can.
I'm telling you for security purpose.
Yes, you can. This is a public footpath.
As we all know, you can take photos of whatever you please in a public place. Obviously, not indecent photos of a child, because that is against the law. Any indecent photos of children you can't do, obviously. I shouldn't have to state the obvious, but it seems like I do have some people in the comments what believe I should be stating the obvious. So that's obvious. But you can photograph whatever you please in a public place. Now, you do become a data handler of that stuff. The fact that this is a loading bay, if you've got it wide open, right next to a busy road, expect it to be photographed or recorded. People could drive past with a dash cam on.
Bro, I work here. This is a private property. I'm telling you.
The law states that you can photograph anything in a public space.
The law says public place. This is not public.
So this is not public.
Pictures of here,
but this is not public.
I take pictures of
so
public,
you can
brother.
take anything, the word anything, from a public space.
Yeah,
that doesn't limit you to a building in a street.
Man,
if you're in a public space, what is this idiot on?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. You're not allowed to do this, bro.
Yes.
You're not allowed to do this. No, you're not.
You're not allowed to do what you're doing now, mate.
Stand over.
So as we've already established in the last video as well, common assault has to be a physical act. It can be, well, it doesn't have to be a physical act. It can be a gesture or a movement that makes the person believe they are going to be assaulted. It can even be words, which can be common assault. In this situation, the way the security guard has approached and got his hand up could be classed as common assault. Don't quote me on that, but it all goes. Common assault can come down to the victim and what he believed in that moment. But the fact that the security is getting right in his personal space, I would ask him to move back, and if not, move him back myself.
Yeah, in front of loading bay. This guy is actually just recording, taking pictures of this place, man. Hey, come here. Brother, you're not allowed to do this. including myself, loading bay everywhere, brother. You know, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this, brother.
I am. You're gonna be.
I know you're recording it. You're
Yeah, of course
you're just fooling yourself,
Yeah.
man.
You're gonna be
I've come
all
across people like you. This is how you
YouTube.
behave, man. Yeah, no problem. Put it on
Yeah.
YouTube, man.
Yeah. You're gonna be famous.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay, then. So the word people like you. In some people, right, my expression on this is it's freedom of speech. You can say whatever you please. But some people might take offense to that. What if it was one of these gay lesbians what identifies herself as a fairy dog? If you said that to them, that would be extremely offensive to them. People like you. But some people, like I said, it could be offensive to some people. That could be a Section 5 public order right there.
That's all right. You're not allowed to do this. You're just fooling yourself, man. You're fooling
Call the
yourself.
police then.
You're fooling yourself.
Call
man.
the police.
You're just
If you
fooling
think it's
yourself.
that, if you
people like you just go around making people just hard.
no, it's the way you speak to people, sir.
Yeah, people like you don't have the chocolate. You're just fooling.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
That's another thing we get a lot of. I know I'm going to say it and what I've just said, but when they say people like you, so basically they're on about auditors. And the thing I do, I get a lot of comments saying I should go and get a job and all this. Like, I have a job. I have a very good job. That's why I can wear nice watches and stuff. I like watches. I'm a watch person. I've got nice watches. Most of these people can't afford one, would only dream of wearing one of the watches I own. But forget about that. They go on about get a job. I have a job. I've got a really good job, like I've just said. I don't need you to tell me to get a job. I've got a good job. I make these videos to bring awareness to the situation we're in and as a hobby on the side. A lot of auditors have made this their full-time job because they're getting paid that much off it. And a lot of them have got jobs on the side. So that comment alone, it irritates me.
You alright? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Just seeing if you're recording the loading mode.
Yeah?
Last one?
Well, I'm more recording your very angry... Do you work here?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just recording your angry security guard that was like shouting at me and being aggressive. Quite aggressive, actually, started off. Not how you start an interaction with a member of the public.
Okay.
So it seems like the person on the security got told to leave him alone, and then this auditor's gone across the road, and his boss or someone's come over, started the conversation quite politely. So, like I say, speak to people how you want to be spoken to. It gets you a long way, and it creates a situation where everybody can understand each other in a better way, because nobody is screaming at anybody. The situation's not a high rate out like that.
You know, and then telling me, well, he's telling me that I couldn't film, that I said that I was allowed because this is a public footpath, this is a public area, so therefore I can film him. He's saying that I wasn't allowed and it's against the law.
Do you mind if...
So I said to him, if it's against the law, call the police.
Do you mind if we have a chat?
I don't mind if you have a
turn
chat.
the
I
camera
won't
off?
never turn the camera off.
Okay.
I don't turn the camera off. I'm happy not to point it at you
Okay, that's
and
fine.
not film you.
So do you want to give me a little bit of... So you were filming and...
I hadn't even been here 10 seconds and he just started coming out of the room and started screaming and shouting at me.
This all happened just...
Literally just now, yeah.
So, like I said, he has been quite respectful, and he has. The other person did want him to turn the camera off. Obviously, he didn't want to have what he's saying on camera, or himself on camera. He was respectful and said he won't point it at him, which is fair enough. And in this situation, personally, I wouldn't have said anything else. I would have let him talk, or I would have just stayed there, ignored him, and carried on filming. Because you don't have to talk to these people.
And then he's calling me people like you, I know what you're like. You know, that's quite an objective matter to say to somebody. And then trying to get members of the public involved as well to back him up. You know, if he's meant to be securing the building, he shouldn't be asking other people if he was in the right or the wrong. You know, it's all the way you approach people. If you actually come up to me and said to me, "Excuse me, sir, please don't film the loading bay. It's a secure area," I might have actually considered his request. But when you come out in an aggressive tone, in an aggressive manner, straight away, without even saying hello, nothing, I'm not going to respond to that. So I'm an auditor. I don't know if you've heard of this term. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so auditors, this is exactly what we do. We come here to get reactions like this.
So he is being quite open and honest with this second person he's talking to of what he is doing there and why he is there. He's already got the interaction he was after, but he got that before even doing anything crazy. He stood and took a video which created this interaction. But like I say, the video is cut, so I can't be 100% sure what happened on the lead up to this. But the way it initially started and what the security guard said leads me to believe that the interaction did start on exactly how this interaction started on the thing, and there was nothing leading up to it.
And you can also tell him from me that I do have a job and I work very hard. This is my day off and this is what I enjoy doing. All right, thank you very much. You might need some training on how to deal with the public, because that was disgusting. And it'll be on Happy TV.
So, like I said, it does irritate, on about working, it does irritate a lot of people that we get told to get a job. We do have a job. You honestly believe YouTube can pay enough to provide the lifestyle we work hard for? No. Plus all the money I make off YouTube gets donated straight to a couple of charities. Help the Heroes, my local church, which I donate to, especially at this time of the year, to get some of the homeless off the streets and fed, and mental health awareness. That's where all my YouTube revenue goes, into those 3 charities. But this interaction does highlight why security should be trained better on public photography. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.